Greetings, YouTube! We're here at episode 1.4. This is a new series for you. Please feel free to watch episode 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So we're going to continue where we left off. The energy healing that was finished with the drum, breathing in the element of air that was created during the ceremonial space and pushing it to the client's chakras, working one at a time, going up. Then I felt it was needed to work on her sacral chakra. Sacral chakra needed some attunement because the dieta, these habits and foods that you eat and avoid before ceremony, she followed it, but then the night before she had a little hanky-panky with a significant other, and that has to do with the sacral chakra, so it did feel like it needed some harmonizing in a sense. So this visualization this energetic procedure felt like it needed me to work with the element of water. So I stood on the east. No, wait. Oh, that's in a bit. So I'm still facing her. She is north of me at the edge of the circle, right before the circle cuts out, and I'm just standing in the middle. She's laying down in the medicinal space. I start facing west so that I can connect with water more. And then I already knew I was going to work with water, so right before this, I went to the iPod and I played on a frequency associated with water. The song is Wave Source Water 432. It's on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. It's like an hour-long track. I believe the picture is like a jellyfish. So I'm facing west, that's water. I have the shakapa in my left hand. Shakapa is a leaf rattle that is derived from the Amazon rainforest that the ayahuasqueros use during ceremony. It has a very beautiful sound. It's a wonderful tool to have, I feel. It's one of the core tools in the arsenal. So I'm facing west. The water frequency is playing. I have the shakapa in my left hand, and I have an amethyst crystal in my right hand. Amethyst crystal that I have is a pretty big geode. Geode is like it's like the size of your own hand in a sense. But mine kind of somewhat, at the top of it, it kind of turns into a point. It's not very super pointy, but it is, you could look at it and we could all agree, like it's kind of pointed, right? Kind of pointed, right? So I'm facing west, and I felt the need to work on her sacral chakra. So it's funny how these visualizations play out, like the shaman's perspective, like we kind of have an idea, we start this energetic procedure, and then what we think it's going to be, like sometimes it doesn't even turn out like that, and then the universe comes in and kind of just uses us as a vessel to have the healing go in whichever way it's supposed to go. So I'm facing west. I have the shakapa in my left hand. Actually, there's one here. Hold on. I'll give you guys a sound. Yes. That's what a shakapa sounds like, guys. Sure you guys enjoyed that. So I'm facing west. I got the shakapa in my left hand. I got the amethyst crystal in my right hand. Then west is water. So from where I'm standing in the circle, I have the shakapa in my left hand. I shake it twice, and then I jump to the west even further, and then the visualization starts. Boom! Then I land. Then as I land, it starts to I'm at the beach, like boom, as soon as like my feet land, because of jumping forward, like I feel like I'm at the beach, like oh my god, and like I feel the sand beneath my feet, like with vivid imagery, you start to create this beautiful picture, and oh, like there's the ocean, oh, my feet are getting a little cold, and the waves are moving, it's like kind of going back and forth slightly. Then I start to like take control of the waves, like I'm maneuvering them, so like my body likes to follow the visualization. So kind of like hula, the hula dancers in Hawaii, like I start like moving my arms forward and back and forward and back, and I'm moving the water. Then I bring it forward a good bit, but then I shoot it back really far, like I'm pushing the water, like with my willpower, my intention, my mind. I'm shooting the water way back deep into the ocean. And you guys know what happens, if the water goes all the way back there, it's probably gonna come back, right? So I shoot the water all the way over there, and then it starts to come back, and it's like a tsunami, and then I'm like kind of guiding it to us, and then it lands like right on us, and then like I push it even further towards the east. So now we're fully submerged in water. So we're fully submerged in water now, and it's a bit easier to work with the element of air because of the submersion. Now we're in water in a sense. So I'm breathing in the element of air. We could all breathe underwater here. This is so beautiful. So then I start to like get more into my deep breathing. And with the deep breathing, I have I put the shakapa down, and I just have the amethyst crystal in my right hand. So I'm breathing in the element of water as I put my fingers on my throat chakra. So I'm combining the energy of the water with my throat chakra. And I'm breathing that in more than a handful of times. And then, like on my final breath, I take a deep inhale. Then with a really long exhale, I start to like trace a line from my throat, like up my shoulder, down my arm, into the amethyst geode in my hands, and to the tip of the amethyst. So I'm moving the energy that's here, and I'm putting it into the tip of the amethyst. So now I have this amethyst with this beautiful blue orb of water, healing energy, infinite potential. Then I have it with me, and I'm like, most of this is with my eyes closed because it enhances the experience, but for some people, they can fully operate and access these realms with their eyes open, because like that works for me too sometimes, because like my eyes are open but I'm not looking at anything. I see stuff but I'm not looking. So then I guided the energy to the amethyst crystal, and I have it in my hand. Then I start to like slowly walk to her side. I'm on the east side of her. She's still laying on the blanket with her feet on the ground, earthing. Then I kind of like kick the blankets to the side a little bit so I can get closer to her. Then I'm on the ground still, and I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees facing her, and I'm still breathing and visualizing this blue orb at the end of the amethyst crystal. And then I already knew I was going to work on her sacral chakra. So then I have the crystal, I have the amethyst geode, and then I put it above my head because I'm gonna like strike down on her sacral chakra. So for me, for the energy healing, what I like to do, or with other concepts too in my life, it doesn't always have to be something with a ceremony, but I like to align movement with breath. So let's just say you have your hands fully above your head. You take a deep inhale. Then you slowly exhale at a certain pace, whatever pace you like. You slowly exhale. And you keep that rhythm of that certain cadence until you're out of breath fully, like, and you can't exhale anymore. And at that point, your hands are fully down by your side. So like starting from the very top, you barely start exhaling. And once you barely start exhaling, you start to slowly move your arms down to their side. So you're aligning movement with breath, and you're trying to time it to where like you're moving at a very slow pace with your arms down. So by the time you hit the bottom, your breath is fully seized and you're finished exhaling. So that's what works for me to be more present. So then I can take a deep breath, and then I start to bring the crystal down onto her sacral chakra very slowly. Then finally, like I get to her sacral chakra, boom, and I land on it. Sacral chakra is, I'm sure everyone says they're in different locations, but from what I've learned, it's like where your pubic hair starts, just like a little bit below that. She had some like really high-rise shorts on, so it was kind of difficult for me to see like where I'm landing this crystal, but I felt it was close enough, and you know my intention of where it's going anyways. So then I fully bring it down, you know, and I'm out of breath. Then I take an inhale for myself. But as I'm taking an inhale for myself, like I could feel like the heaviness, you know, like whoa, like there's a lot that's here right now. You know, not that it's positive or negative. We don't really see that in the shamanic perspective. We see lighter and heavier. You know, lighter. Oh, the conversation I had with that boy at the store, it was so light. You know, or like, oh, at the bus stop, I was talking to some chick and she was bringing up some heavy stuff. Like you kind of catch what I mean. So as soon as I brought the amethyst down, boom, and then I took a breath for myself. Then I could feel into the space, and I was like, oh whoa, like this is a real heavy trudging through a swamp with like oversized boots, feeling and then I'm wearing like a weighted vest, and like you know the humidity's high, like whoa, like that's how I felt. Like dang, there's a lot here that gets to be harmonized, you know. So then I just like started to breathe, and I'm holding the crystal with both hands. I'm still on my knees. Then I'm continue breathing in the loving energy of the water. Then I'm kind of just like enhancing and sending more through the point of the crystal into her sacral chakra. Yeah, that lasted for. It's kind of hard to time these things, but that whole process once I landed on her did last a cool bit. Maybe another 10 minutes of sitting by her side and really pushing that in. Just flooding her sacral chakra with the loving energy of water, infinite healing potential. It was very beautiful. I was grateful to be there with her and myself for that experience, to allow it to unfold how it kind of wanted to on its own. You know, I kind of have that from the shaman's perspective, at least for me, how I work. It kind of like I start to create something, but then the carpet unfolds on its own, and oh, that's what's in the carpet. You know, it was very beautiful to have transferred that water, to implant that much water into her sacral chakra. All right, that's one of the energetic procedures. It's about the 13-minute mark now, guys. Continue to have a marvelous day. Movement is medicine, water is life, and whole foods in alignment with ancestral roots is where the healing is. Avoiding the highly processed, sugary foods will lead you to a life overflowing with peace, health, and happiness. Love you guys. See you in the next episode.